Okay, so I have another box. I haven't done this in a while. I'm out of practice. I have another box to open from Untangled's Heritage Wool Collective. It's a subscription box, and I opened the last one a couple months ago, and then this here behind me, this is the shawl that I made using the yarn from that first box that I got. It's actually their second box. I didn't know that they were doing it until my friend Meg dyed this yarn, and I was like, oh, this sounds like a fun way to try some new yarns. So this is what came from that very first box. Oh, and Tove is here. Hi, Tove. And so this is the shawl that I made. I've got a little bit of yarn left over, and I'm thinking about adding tassels to it, but I haven't done it yet. But I'm thinking about doing that. So this is the yarn from it was the second box. So I'll drop a link to the other unboxing video that I did in the video description for this one if you want to check out more about that. And the pattern for this one is actually available as a pattern preview over on Patreon. That means that the instructions are there, but I haven't finished it all up and made it pretty and put it into PDF and made it available for purchase. So that is available for patrons if you want to just jump in and follow my instructions to get started on making one for yourself. If you just can't wait, that is over there. So yeah, let me actually move the coffee out of the way. And let's get into this box. So I got 2 skeins for this one, and I got 2 skeins of this one as well. However, I added on a bonus skein in a complementary color. So I'm excited to see how that looks along with the, oops, I'm tearing the pretty paper. So yeah, you get a little peek there. And let me move this so I stop wiggling my table. And here is, we don't need that. Here is the little info sheet on the Heritage Wool Collective and the yarn, which is, we'll do a quick sneak peek. Here is the colorway. It's called Ebb Tide, and it is dyed by Rachelle of Moondrake Company, and this is the other one that goes with it, and this one's called Spruce. So let's read a little bit about the yarn. The yarn itself, the base is from Battenkill Fibers, which was founded in 2009 by Mary Jean Packer to provide carding and spinning services for fiber farms and makers. The mill produces 100 to 150 pounds of semi-worsted yarn daily using refurbished traditional milling machinery. Aside from retailing its own yarn, it also manufactures custom yarns for a variety of indie dyers, sourcing its fiber from farms in New York and the surrounding region. One of those is Foster Sheep Farm in, oh boy, Schuylerville, New York, which provides the merino for the yarn in this installment. So this is 60% merino and 40% Romney. I've not tried Romney wool before, so I'm excited to see how this feels, both working it up and wearing it. So that is going to be fun. Now the dyer, her name is Rachelle, and she has a studio in Oklahoma City. She recently opened up a showroom there where she displays her eye-catching colorways and welcomes crafters. That sounds like a lot of fun. Moondrake Company colors are offered on a variety of bases, including a number of breed-specific non-superwash yarns such as Cordell and Cormo. So let me show you pictures again. And that is, oh, this must be the mill there. That's a fun picture. So let's open this up and take a look at how it looks as a hank. We have some really pretty aqua light teal colors going on here, mixed with beachy kind of brown. It's almost got a little bit of a purple cast to it. You know what? The way this is dyed, you could totally use this for plant color pooling. that was not on my radar, but I might have to play with that. It wouldn't be perfect. So see, we've got some of it coming up into here, but it looks like it was hand painted. And so we've got these big chunks of color here that would kind of stack up if we planned it right. I'm gonna have to think about that. This is a really pretty colorway, and it's very complimentary to this one too, actually. Oh wow, yeah, it's about, there's a little bit more of this than there is of this, and then that white or cream, and there's a little bit of speckle in there. Yeah, so this would be the longest stretch of color. But then, does that equal out? You see me thinking out loud here. Okay. So, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. It'll probably be a shawl, because I got the 2 skeins of the featured colorway, plus this really yummy, darker, kind of tealish green, forest green. I don't know. It's got a little bit more depth to it than just what I would call regular old forest green. It's got a little bit of a bluish look to it to me. And so I got that to pair with this, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but the way this is dyed, I really think I want to play with stacking these colors up and maybe getting some loose stripes going in there. Maybe like a rectangular shawl. And then I don't know how I would work this one in along with it. I'm gonna have to think about it, but that's fun. I love the challenge of coming up with an idea for a specific yarn based on just like the inspiration that strikes me in the moment of opening it up and looking at it and feeling it in my hands and seeing what I can come up with. Isn't that pretty? That's so pretty. I really like this. And actually I like this. So like if I was trying to get in the middle of the screen here, if I was going to stack this up, if I was going to try some planned color pulling with this, I like this layout. So like planning it out so that I go back and forth in a row that is going to give me these colors stacking up this way. So basically one row would equal half the hank. So it would probably be pretty narrow. The strip would be working like this. So I might do one section like that and then add in some green, some of the dark green, and then play around with how I could add this afterwards as like in a different way. I don't know. I've got so many ideas. Oh, let's see here. I've been ignoring comments. Tove says, exciting to see what you will do with it. And yes, it is very pretty. It is very pretty indeed. So yeah, the wheels are turning. We'll see how my swatching goes with it. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to it right away because I'm actually taking a class right now for the next like 3 weeks. I still have time in there, so I may have to wait until after that before I dive into designing something with this. But it is super squishy, and I think it's going to make a really nice shawl. Kind of like this one, right? Okay, so that is all I have for you today. Those of you who joined me live, thank you. If you've got any questions or if you're watching this later and you've got questions, feel free to drop them into the comments. Like I said, I will add a link to the other video that I did for this one in the description. And, oh, Tove asked another question. This is an important question. How much yarn is in the skein? These are about 100 grams, and it's 400 yards per 100 grams. So altogether I have about 1,200 yards. So that should make a decent sized shawl. I think, let me check. Yeah, it's the same on these two. So, although there's no reason why it would be different, but yeah, about 1,200 yards for this one. And I'm probably going to make a rectangular shawl, and I'm going to try that stacked color pulling. So that'll be a fun experiment. Harder to write a pattern like that, but we'll see how it turns out. Okay, I am going to hush. I'm going to let you guys go, and I will see you next time.